Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about why the Philadelphia 76ers need to sign Dangelo Russell. Now, yes, the Philadelphia 76ers have not been among the rumored teams to be in the market for Dangelo Russell, but I'll be giving some reasons why I think they could, how they could, and why I think they should sign him, and how he would benefit their team, and why it would also benefit the Brooklyn Nets to let them sign Dangelo Russell and not try to match a contract that they do offer him. So yeah, without further ado, without rambling on too much, just get right into this video. Alright, so as many of you may know, Dangelo Russell just came off of his best season of his career, making the first All-Star game appearance of his entire career, and definitely had a very, very good season with the Brooklyn Nets as he was able to carry them to the 6th seed in the East, where they ultimately did get bounced by, I think they actually got bounced by the 76ers, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got bounced by the 76ers, but yeah, they still were able to win one game out of that series, and Dangelo Russell played pretty good in the playoffs, and he just had a very, very good season overall this year. But some reasons why I think that the Brooklyn Nets should let him walk is because, well, yes, he just had a very good year, and they probably do want to bring him back, but due to them being so deep in rumors that Kyrie Irving could be coming plus Kevin Durant, you can't re-sign Dangelo Russell if you want both of those guys, which, I mean, I think you need to go all in, as Kyrie has already been reported that he is very, very interested in going to the Brooklyn Nets right now, and that he's, like, very close to doing it, and then I'm sure Kevin Durant will follow if he sees Kyrie do it. The only problem is if Kyrie goes there and they re-sign Dangelo Russell, they will not any longer be able to sign Kevin Durant in free agency, as well as they only have 2 max contract spots, and I'm sure Dangelo Russell's going to only want a max contract. Same with Kyrie Irving, so I mean, it's going to be pretty much pick and choose, and I'm sure the Brooklyn Nets will much rather pick Kyrie and Durant over Kyrie and Dangelo Russell. But now, why would Philly want Dangelo Russell? Well, first of all, he is cheaper than both Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris, as Jimmy Butler has been in rumors so far that he's going to be getting a ginormous extension from the Philadelphia 76ers. That will be very, very expensive for him to get him. It's going to be a max deal as much as the 76ers can offer him, and if that doesn't work out, they're going to offer another huge max contract to Tobias Harris. But both of which are going to be more expensive than if you just signed Dangelo Russell, and you could still probably work it out to where you could sign Dangelo Russell in one of those guys. So I mean, no, actually, I don't think it is possible for them to bring back. So, I mean, they're now going to have to make a decision between Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, and wanting Dangelo Russell on their team. Now, yes, Jimmy Butler is a better player than Dangelo Russell, but due to just how much more expensive they are, and 76ers already lacking a bench right now, it's going to just hurt them so much more. Because if you get Jimmy Butler, now you can no longer address the situation that you have on your bench. Same with Tobias Harris. But if you sign Dangelo Russell to a cheaper max deal than what you would to Tobias or Butler, and then you can have a little bit more cap space or just a little bit more money in general to sign some good veterans to go on your bench to make your bench actually worth using and able to like make it a little bit better and a little bit stronger than it is as of right now. So I think Dangelo Russell being cheaper is a big thing for the Philadelphia 76ers. But now game plan wise, like actually being able to benefit the team, why should they sign Dangelo Russell? Well, I mean, they need much needed shooting on the team, as I mean, Ben Simmons, we all know what his jump shot is like. It's literally probably the worst jump shot in the entire league from a guard. Like, he has no jump shot. And I'm sure he's going to develop a little bit of a mid-range game over this offseason, but still, it's not going to be anywhere near what it needs to be. And Dangelo Russell, on the other hand, is a cold-blooded shooter and can absolutely score and make huge shots. He does the ice in his veins thing. I love Dangelo Russell. I'm not even a Brooklyn Nets fan. I just like him as a player. He plays very good. He's very calm for a young guy. He can shoot lights out. When he catches on fire, he can shoot as good as anyone in the entire league. And then yes, really the only other shooter they have on the team is JJ Redick. As Tobias Harris, he can shoot and spread the floor, but he's not a knockdown all the time shooter. But he is a good 3-point shooter, but he's not like that reliable dude you can just rely on to hit a shot. Joel Embiid, although he can shoot threes, he does not make them consistently, at least at this point in his career. Jimmy Butler, he is not a 3-point shooter. He's more of a cut to the basket, mid-range type player, and he's mainly out there for his defense. So I mean, if you got Dangelo Russell, the shooting would be so much better and the court would be spread out way more, which would just help Ben Simmons a lot. And I think that Dangelo Russell's shooting would actually be magnified even more due to how good of a passer Ben Simmons actually is. So I very much think that this extra shooting that Dangelo Russell would definitely provide to the team would be a ginormous upgrade to them as well. So now my third reason why Philly should sign him is going to be that they need another person who can just get a bucket. As we saw in the playoffs, playoffs this year when Kawhi Leonard guarded Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was struggling a ton, and Joel Embiid was kind of sick, so they had to rely on Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris, and neither one of them could just go get a bucket and score in the clutch when they needed someone to. Well, Dangelo Russell, he can do that. He's very good in the clutch. He can make his own shot. He's a shot creator, can make plays for his teammates, and he is just that dude that can go get a bucket when you really need him to do. Because, I mean, outside of really Embiid and Ben Simmons, they really didn't have anyone that could do that, and Kawhi Leonard took Ben Simmons out of the game. Joel Embiid was not 100% for that series. They didn't have anyone in the clutch that could get a bucket, and we saw how that series ended up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So if you did get Dangelo Russell, now you'd be able to put another person on the offense that would make that offense that much harder to guard and that much better, in my opinion. I think that Dangelo Russell would be a great contributor to the offense. And now my last reason for why they should sign him. Now a lot of y'all might be like, well, he's a ball hog. He wouldn't play good with Ben Simmons. He wouldn't pass enough. Well, actually, he is not that big of a ball hog. Not that as much as people make him out to be. He had to shoot a lot of shots in Brooklyn because he was not the only good player. They have very good, high quality players at Brooklyn. That's why they were succeeding in the East. But still, Dangelo Russell was the main scorer, so he did have to shoot a lot. But he still averaged 7 assists per game, which is very, very good from Dangelo Russell. I mean, 7 assists per game is a very good stat line, but also he was top 11 in the league in assists per game among all players. So I mean, when you really look at it, he did not play bad at all. He's not selfish. He's willing to get his teammates involved, and I think he would fit this system perfectly. As I mean, Ben Simmons and Dangelo Russell, they'd be able to bring the ball up the court, pass to their teammates, get their teammates open, also make a bucket for themselves. It would just help literally everyone else out. Because I mean, Dangelo Russell, you could probably, what they would probably do if they did this, they would probably keep JJ Redick on the shooting guard or on the bench, but what they would do is move Dangelo Russell to point guard, Ben Simmons to small forward. They'd probably do that because Ben Simmons can play every position in the court. So I think Dangelo Russell would just be a great addition to this team, and I think he would be very, very valuable. So if they have any way of pulling this off, which they would probably have to re-announce the rights on Butler and Tobias Harris, but I think it would be worth it because I mean, I don't think Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler really fit the system that the Philadelphia 76ers are really going for and trying to achieve, and I think it would benefit them more to sign him, and Dangelo Russell would be the perfect fit for this Philadelphia 76ers team. But unfortunately, guys, this video, I don't know what I just said, but unfortunately, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think Philly should sign Dangelo Russell? Do you think they should do a sign and trade if they really have to? On your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you don't think they should sign Dangelo Russell, who do you think they should sign? Do you think they should try to sign Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris back? On your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you did like the video at any point, like button and the subscribe button, it would mean the absolute world to me. And I hope you have an absolutely blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, blah, blah.